Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and let's have a little look at Against the Storm. I'm sure you've heard about this before. It's been all over YouTube. I've been recommended it in the stream a few times, and I think I've even seen it mentioned in some comments before as well. So if you're not aware of what Against the Storm is, then have you been living under a rock or something? You should know about this. This is a great game. It looks amazing. And I've been playing through the tutorial a little bit just to kind of get an understanding of what the game is about. And so far it looks superb. So good. So what is Against the Storm? Well, it's more or less a city builder with a underlying aspect of a roguelike, I would say. It's a really interesting combination. And from the tutorials parts that I've gone through, it looks like a pretty deep system, even for like a city builder. I was expecting it to be kind of simple, but as we jump into the game here, you'll see that there's actually quite a lot to it. It has a surprising amount of depth in it. So the story itself is quite simple. We are serving the queen here in the smoldering city. The queen wants to expand. We are helping her do that. It's different sort of biomes. You can see that we have some coral forests, we have our royal woodlands. Over here we have some marshlands, and a little bit further out we have some scarlet orchards and so on. So I think we'll just jump into it, and I'll show you guys a little bit what the game is all about. So when we start the settlement, we get the option to select what kind of caravan we want to go with. So at the moment we only have access to 2 of them. This means kind of what we get to bring. So do we want to bring all of these items? I'm not going to go through them because I hardly understand myself what it is. Or these items and these sort of usable characters. So of course you have different workers that will work in your settlement. I'm actually gonna go for the beaver faction. The reason for that is because the beavers are actually really good. A lot of this game is in regards to keeping a fire lit, and of course if you need fire you need wood. So beavers are really good at cutting wood, big surprise there. And humans are doing a little bit better if we are talking about like farming and things like that. And the lizards really like meat work and things like that. So more sort of cozy people. They don't like to be out in the cold. They want to be inside. Things like smokehouses and things like that. That's what the lizards really enjoy. And people, so humans, they enjoy being out on the farms, more or less like normal humans, like you and me. If we weren't like complete idiots and just sitting inside playing video games, of course. And beavers, they are what they are. Woodworkers, they love everything that has to do with wood, and of course they enjoy engineering because they're beavers. We've all played Timberborn, right? So we understand that beavers are quite good engineers. So we're gonna go with the beavers. We'll get a few different things there. I'm not gonna go through it. We also have some options here that we can bring with us as embarkation bonuses. Don't ask me how we get it. We just do. We have a few different options here. So far, the game has been kinda simple. The tutorial part, of course, it's a tutorial, it's not very hard. But yeah, I think the game is kinda intended for you to fail a few times as well. I don't think you're supposed to kinda succeed every time. So let's go on Pioneer maybe. You can go all the way up to like Viceroy and Veteran, but I think we'll start on Pioneer. You can see here, for example, recommended for players who already know the rules of the game, well, on like a medium challenge. I think that's me. Embarkation points. Okay, so I'm not allowed to bring as much stuff. I don't need any wood with me. I think that's fine. I think we can do it without wood. So, Forest Mysteries. We get a gift of the woodlands. Here we are in the game. The game is, to begin with, actually absolutely gorgeous. There is a lot of bad stuff here. Holy shit. I only had 1 or 2 in my last view. missions. The tutorial is not really telling you that everything is gonna have an evil version of it. Dangerous glades everywhere. Okay, so we have one place we can go that is not dangerous, and then this little cubby hole. Okay, this is gonna be interesting, a little bit more difficulty than what I expected. So we have these reputation boons. These are given by the queen, and it gives us different items that we can afterwards produce things with. I've not seen the majority of these, so we're just kind of gonna take it for what it is. So these guys can produce skewers. I know that the lizards wanna have skewers. I think each of these can produce things, one thing for each faction. So I'm guessing that the lizards like skewers. I know that biscuits are good for humans, and I think pigment might be something in relation to the dwarfs. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go for the cookhouse. I think that's a good starter. Plantation. That could be good, but I kind of prefer a trapper's house actually. So let's go for a trapper's camp. And what else? Weavers will produce fabric, training gear, pack of trade goods. This can produce water skins, fabric, and pack of luxury goods. And this can produce bricks and pottery. Okay. I'm actually not sure what's best to go with here. I know fabric is really good, so I think I want to go for either this guy or that guy. So this is pack of luxury. I think water skins sounds like a good thing to have. So let's go for that one maybe. And then we have a few. Okay, so we're starting with more items now than what we had before. But it's good that we have a cookhouse. I just wish we had actually had a farm as well. Yeah, that would have been good. Leather workers. So we have a rain collector that we can collect rain with. Duh. A makeshift post that we can produce provisions. And a crude workstation. First things first, we are going to need some wood. I'm gonna place that here. And I usually want to go with 2 of those. The reason for that is because I usually just feel like we're needing so much wood, especially in the early game, that it doesn't really make sense to not have wood. So yeah, another thing that's really nice with this game, it's not very stuttery. I'm using WASD to control the camera, but it kind of has this easing feeling to it when you're doing things, which is really cool. So we're gonna put some beavers to work here. Might actually just do 2 in each. And we want to have you guys cut this down. But yeah, that's crazy that we have so much negative effects here. Forbidding glade. Yeah, we have some dangerous ones, but other than that, I guess we're doing okay. Maybe some harvesters. We don't have anything for the harvesters. So what is it that you guys use? That's another thing that I really like about this game. Something that you can do is you can literally just click on whatever you want. So say that you want to have wood. I take the one thing that doesn't work. Say that you want to have clay, for example. You can just click on clay. And then it tells you exactly what you can actually gather that with. And even better than that, to start gathering it, you literally just click this one. So if we want to gather these berry bushes, for example, we can just go here and we can look. Okay, so we can use the small herbalist to do that, or we can use the herbalist camp. We only have access to the herbalist, so that's the one that we're going to use. And then we can just place that down. Plonk, something like that. And that's more or less all we have to do. And now we have access to something called cornerstone. Let me see here. So if we go to the cornerstone, these are kind of perks that you get throughout the game. I still haven't really understood when you get these perks. It's a little bit beyond me. So we have a secure trail. Royal Stonewalkers secure the trail to your settlement. Newcomers will arrive 25% quicker, so we'll get more people in the camp. Of course, there is a benefit to that, but there's also a drawback in that we actually need to supply them with everything that they need as well. So in the beginning, that might be hard to live up to. Increase the production speed of copper bars, crystallized dew, and all recipes that use metal ingots by 33%. So that's just a flat increase. Another thing that we have available is our orders. So if we open our orders, we can choose a new order. These are missions that we are promising the queen. So things that we are promising the queen to do, so to say. So we have an objective here just for wood. That's probably one of the easier one, and then we have one for pack of crops. I don't think we have a way to produce pack of crops at the moment, so I don't think we're gonna do that, even though these are actually quite good. I think we still need to go for these, because we can probably use some extra parts in some villagers anyway. So we'll go for that one. We can deliver that more or less instantly. We can then go for one more. We have value of goods sold. Sell goods worth at least 10 amber to a trader or a trade route. Or we can go for planks. Planks is fairly simple to build. I'm pretty sure we're already able to produce planks, so that should not be any issues. We'll get some fabric, some bricks, as well as some parts for that, so we'll go with that. And then for the last one, we can either do a pack of crops. We'll get a few different things. This looks more or less like the same as what we had before. Or we can go for this one that will give us... Actually, that looks kind of cool. Human house building, specifically made for humans, has to build near a hearth. And the beaver house. We don't have any humans at the moment, so I think I'll go for the pack of crops. Which we anyway are probably gonna need some humans for eventually. Not necessary right now. And we have another blueprint. They're just shoveling us with things to do here in the beginning. We have a forager's camp, we have a herbalist camp, and we have a herb garden. I wonder what we need to do for that. So grains, roots and vegetables, herbs, berries and mushrooms, roots and herbs. I think I want to go for grains, roots and vegetables. I think that one makes the most sense, and then we can have that not do anything at the moment. So we need to produce planks. We can go into industry right here. And I think if we build one of these crude workstations, they are able to produce planks right here. We can also produce fabrics, but we don't really have a good way to do it. We should have some plank fiber or some reeds, or potentially some leather to do that. For now, I don't think we have an option to do that. We can also make a makeshift one of those. Do we have housing? We have a few shelters, so we can get a couple of those. And those are using wood, which is fine. I don't think we need to worry that much about wood. I guess we can do something like that. That can hold... Actually, that's more than what we need. Probably don't want to have that much. Probably don't want to have that much. Yeah, so if we produce a few pack of crops, we need 5 of them. We can put some humans in here. These guys are the crude workstations. We'll put the engineers into there. And this can also be humans. Humans like anything that has to do with farming. So I think a herbalist camp is probably something that the humans are gonna enjoy. By the way, look at how cute these guys are. They all have these like cute caps, and like these almost looks like some kind of... Humans almost looks like some sort of insect of some sort. with their ponchos or whatever they're wearing. Yeah, it's just really adorable. I actually super enjoy this. So what do we have here? We have a simple tool. I wonder if we actually have any. How is our tools looking? I don't think we have that many tools. We only have parts. Yeah, I don't actually think we have any tools for this to be done with. Yeah. So even if we assign someone there, we won't be able to complete that. Okay, instead let's get a stonecutters into there. That way we can at least start making clay out of this. Sea marrow and stone here, efficient fuel. This one is flax seeds. We gathered with the harvester's camp. Don't have too much to harvest though, so I'm not sure I want to build a complete harvester's camp for one thing like that. Okay, so maybe we should try to break into one of these glades. Even though they are dangerous, usually you can get some good stuff out of them as well. However, these guys cannot actually reach here, so if I were to mark this to be cut down, they will not actually go here to cut this down. Good thing about this game is that you can actually move things freely wherever you want on the map. So to cut this down, we just move our lumber mills or woodcutters to over there. And then they will just start cutting this down. And now we need to be a little bit attentive, because this guy will likely give us something that we need to complete to not get a negative impact, or we might get a negative impact and then we need to complete something to not have a secondary impact, which I find is a really interesting system actually. I really enjoy that. We don't want you there, thank you. So we managed to build the 3 houses that we need. I just built a 4th one as well. If we look at the actual build, the actual characters, you have a little arrow here. We can actually look at the housing and we can see whether we should house more people. So right now we have one that is affected by a shelter, meaning that they have shelter, and we have one that is not. So 2 humans, one does have somewhere to be and one doesn't. And all of our beavers have somewhere to sleep. So we just need one more house for that last human to have somewhere to be. It's especially important when we have these storms that you have right here. So right now we have a looming darkness. The ramping storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added each hospitality level, -4 to global resolve. There is also a massive Wikipedia for the whole game inside the game. So I honestly haven't gone through all of these, but they look really well written and well understood. I think it looks really, really good actually. If we hold B, we'll get an overview of everything that is available here. We don't have too much available at the moment, unfortunately. So we can't do that much. We kind of need to expand into some other places, and as mentioned, all of the other places are horrendous places. So the aim of the game, I guess I haven't explained that, but yes, the aim of the game is to fill up the reputation bar. So with higher resolve or by completing different rewards, for example. So when we deliver this one, we'll see that we get a little bit more reputation, and the Queen's Revenge or the Queen's Impatience has also gone down when we provide some sort of production for the Queen, or some sort of item for the Queen, which is a really good thing. We also, by increasing our reputation, get new blueprints. Each of these blue dots gives us a new blueprint. So this time around we can get a bricks yard, we can have a smokehouse, or we can have a small farm. I'm actually gonna get a small farm, even though the smokehouse would actually be very good. But I think if we look... Oh no, wait, we don't actually have any farming space right now. So maybe a smokehouse would make more sense. We could produce pottery and incense that way. Might actually be worth it. Yeah, I think the smokehouse might actually be the better option. We got some newcomers as well, so let's start with the cornerstone, I guess. I always think that this should be the newcomers because it looks like a person. It's like a face with eyes. I would expect that to be people, but it's not. Protected trade. The forest recedes as heavily guarded trade caravans pour into the settlement. Still, it is reduced by minus 15 points every time you sell goods worth 25 amber. Okay, but we don't have any trained routes at the moment. Extraction tools. A set of specialized tools made to extract artifacts. Gain 2 artifacts citadel resource for every 2 completed dangerous or forbidden glades. That's good. We are just now opening up a dangerous glade. So we're gonna get the first glade already there. And then we can get some more workers. And I think we'll continue with the humans and the dwarfs. I think that makes the most sense. And then we're gonna need some more housing. I think 2 should probably do it. Where are we utilizing all of our planks? Because we're building planks, but for some reason we are using all of them as well. So I wonder where we are having those. We can see when we open a new one what is available in it. So we can see that we have some root deposits, both large and small ones, and we also have some fertile soil. That is very good. That means that we can build farms eventually. And then we have some medium abandoned caches and a fallen beaver traders. Group of fallen beaver traders. They were probably assaulted by fishmen or worse. The sight causes anxiety amongst the beaver population. It will spawn at least 2 pieces of living matter every 8 minutes. So we kind of need to clear this up within the next 4 minutes to not have this glade event happen. And we can do this to get some rewards. And we can also do some requirements we can see here. So we need to keep working here. Usually you also have some sort of item that it requires. That's why I wanted to build up a little bit more of items here, so we actually could supply something if it was needed. But it looks like this time we simply have to have 2 people actually working here, which is, I guess, fine. I'm just gonna put 2 humans in there, and we are going to select this as our reward. We will get some coats, we will get some ancient tablets, and we will get some plant fiber. You can also send it back for the Queen's Grace. You will get some reputation for that, as well as some amber pouches. I don't think we need that. I think we're just gonna get this done and work it out. We also have this guy. So this one needs tools. We don't have any tools, so I'm not sure if we will be able to do that one. Luckily, this is just an abandoned cache, so it won't actually impact us. How did you get these? With a foreigner's camp. So if we put down you right here, we can have a large foragers camp working there. And we should be able to build a walkway going this way. And yeah, our beavers does not like it. We took 8 resolve damage from this guy. If they are unsatisfied for too long, they might actually leave. So we need to get rid of this quite quickly. But I think we're good. I think we should be good. Unfortunately, beavers are the ones that we have the most guys of, so we kind of need to work on that. Why are we not getting any planks? I don't get it. We keep chopping planks, but we're not getting any. Okay, so we're coming up on the working effect here. So we will be able to get rid of this. And our beavers should be way more happier once we get that done. And we also get some good loots, which is nice. So there we have a bump in resolve for our beavers. Good stuff. And then we can put some... Oh, are the humans continuing to work here? Do we need to keep people working here? No. No, they're fine not working there. Can we delete that one? This building cannot be deleted. Okay. These guys... Ah, you guys are using planks. Okay. How about you use bricks instead? Yeah, I think that's better. This is the guy that is using everything because we're using it all for the building material. So how much building material do I have? Trade goods. We have 4 packs. Okay, that wasn't really necessary, but fine. We got a new cornerstone. So we can have a blood price contract, a shady but lucrative deal, gain 10 amber every time a villager dies or leaves. Hell nah. 3 grain per minute. Seems simple enough. 3 grain, I'm not gonna complain. And now our stonecutter is done, so we can move him down to here. And have him start working on the stone over here. So we'll get some sea marrow and we'll get some stone from that. Okay, so preparing a little bit here to open up a glade. We're low on food. Do not know that we have anything to do with that. Forester's hut, small plantation. Okay, that's a small issue, I have to say. Either way, we're going to open up this. Hopefully we can get some food here, maybe, if we're lucky. And yeah, we're actually really low on food. Can we stop you from producing any more provisions, maybe? And then we get a new blueprint. So we can do a brewery. We can produce a lumber mill. Or a clothier. This would be kind of good because we're struggling with planks at the moment. Aled, pickled goods, and pack of crops. Not really needed. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the lumber mill. Because none of these allows us to get meat in any way. I guess ale and pickled goods would be good as well. But yeah, I think planks is the more important one. So if we get a lumber mill, maybe here, you can produce planks. We need scrolls. I don't think so. Trade goods is not needed either. We have a cornerstone here as well. So work safety guide, standardized set of rules. Every 5 villages will need with the needed. Wow. Every 5 villages with the need for education fulfilled will increase global production speed by 25%. Expected gain +0. So that one will not do us very much. Strange roots spread across the land. Wood production is increased by 1%, but harvesting and planting are 25% slower. I don't really want to do any of these. I guess this one is better than nothing, so let's get that one. If we have someone being satisfied, then I guess that's good. And then we can get some more workers, humans, and that together with some herbs. We can get plant fiber and roots. Kinda need to get this one just because of the food source, actually. If nothing else. I don't really want to, because I would prefer to have the extra humans. But herbs doesn't really do us very much. Like, we do have this guy who can get us vegetables, but what is herbs goods for? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave it. What did we get here? Sea marrow deposits, root deposits. That's good. Roots help us. Fertile soil, that's also good, but we don't have what we need for it. A grill, petrified tree, and a medium abandoned cache. So this is a grill. We need some requirements for it, and we can then rebuild it, and it can produce some stuff for it, but we don't really have the stuff that we need for it, so we can salvage it for copper bars and coal. Not sure. We'll consider that a little bit later. Working effects. Ooh. So 4 minutes we need to work for this. While working, our houses can hold fewer residents, and tree felling is slower. And then we get some goods, box of crystallized dew, and crate of stones. Do we need either of those? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna just send this. And this isn't great. I would like to not have you guys work there, maybe. Okay, so I guess we gotta get these guys done. We're still really low on food though, but we should get more food. So if we get those two, that means that we will need one more house. And I guess we could get more people to work there, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Do you need anything? You're not really producing anything, so I think I'll just deactivate you for now. And then maybe send you down here instead. Do we have any tools? We do not. So we don't need anyone working here either. Yes, good. And then these guys will just bring the rewards back. Yeah. Do we have rewards here that we can pick up? I think we have rewards there that we can actually take. Maybe that's why it was left. Yeah, that's why this one says that we have still things to do. Oh, okay. So we actually need to keep things here to continue doing this. Let's cancel that because we don't actually have the tools for us to complete that. Is there a reason to build a trades hut, maybe? Might as well, right? Let's get that built. Nothing for you to do. Okay, but that's fine. We can easily move you over here. And you guys will easily have something to do there. And then we'll put a couple of you guys to work there. Okay, so trader's goods, my goods. I can sell these. And I can then buy these. Okay. So if I buy jerky, I can buy 50 of that, and then I can buy pie as well. Then we trade that, and I will get happier lizards, hopefully. Shouldn't he be happy? I just gave him majority of everything he wants. Go eat. Use a cornerstone. We can do that. Fiber delivery, plant fibers. That's good. Just the right amount. We'll just, with the leisure need fulfilled, have a 20% chance of doubling their yields. We don't have the yields or the leisure one at the moment though. So maybe get plant fiber for free. Makes more sense. Got another upgrade. Rain mill, flour scrolls, pack of cereals, flour barrels, biscuit, pie, and pottery. Bakery looks good. And this also looks good because it means that we can have barrels to use for... What do we need for barrels? Can we use something else? Copper bars or crystallized dew? Okay, and then we have flour out of grain. And a provisioner. How do we produce biscuit, for example? Okay, so we need flours for that. Damn it. So we need both of these, actually. Do I have any way to produce that? Let's just go with the bakery. If we find a way to produce it, then that's good. If not, then so be it. Let's start by building a bakery and see what the world has to offer. Ancient tablets or beavers. 16 beavers, that's a lot. We have 12, so we're actually quite close. Beaver clan support, pickle jars. Okay, that's actually good. We are very heavy on beavers already, so I think we'll just continue with that. Can we make you super happy for a second? Just so we can complete that one. For 2 minutes. We got another blueprint. Now we can get everything except for what we need. We already have a brewery, so we don't need that. Getting a way to make flour would be really good. So maybe a rain mill would be the better option here. It over there. Don't need scrolls or building materials. We do want to have that. We kind of need a farm, but we don't have a good way to get a farm. So maybe we should knock into one of these glades again. We have a free one right here that we don't have to pay too much for. These are the woodcutters. We move these over here. High hospitality of the forest during the storm will crush your people's resolve. To lower hospitality, unassign woodcutters, sacrifice fuel in the hearth, or build additional hearth. Check the hospitality icon on the upper HUD to read more about hospitality sources. Okay. So 4 years in dangerous forbidden glades, woodcutters and a bunch of villagers. So they don't want us to be cutting wood during this time. Is that it? Can I not just pause this one? Could actually get to level 1 here soon, if we're not careful. So let's get to you. Next objective, need for brawling fulfilled. Not even remotely possible. Leather and clothing might be easier to get to newcomers. I think we'll go for that. Other objective, farm field and pack of crops will give us farmer's pack. Any farmer can carry 10 additional items, 10 parts and some villagers. Ancient tablets. We have 3 of those. I think we need to do that one. Okay, this is good. Now we actually have some food there. Let's move you over to here. Let's move our... No, stay there. Let's move these down here. They are going to continue chopping into this place. Okay, so our hospitality went up really high apparently, and one way that you can reduce that is by sacrificing things. At the moment we have a lot of wood, but it's dropping quickly when we're sacrificing it. Like real quick. So I'm not sure it's actually worth it to do it this way. Maybe it's better to sacrifice that. 40 wood every minute or 20 sea marrow per minute. That is so much. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's gonna take a little bit. I guess we can unassign you guys now then. Oh, the bad stuff is over, so we do not have to unassign you guys. What do we have here? We actually have mushrooms here. Can we collect you somehow? Small herbalist. This guy can do it. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually good. And then we have some clay as well. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna do the same for these. So dig in there and dig in here. Maybe not there. Change my mind. Just dig into there. And we're gonna try to make it into there eventually. The ground sends a warning about this glade. It's very dangerous and requires a lot of resources to explore, but will contain great amounts of treasure. We don't have that much resources, so I'm gonna stay away from all of those. We have a few people now that doesn't have any home. Should probably fix that. Anything else? We have a blueprint. Please give us a farm. Uses nearby fields to produce roots and herbs. Brickyard. I guess we need to build a herb garden. Because I don't think we have any... No, we don't have anything to utilize that with. Let's get a herb garden. Let's plunk you down right here. And let's build, not path, farm fields. So what do we have here? More, it's always tools. We don't have any tools, game. What do you need? Finally, we can have a trapper's camp to get some stuff from here. Majority of our guys are actually quite high resolve now. We're just not really there. We're so close, but every now and then they drop down. If we could get some housing or something like that, that would be fantastic. Okay, so that's our trade packs done. Get a little bit better reputation. Can we get something useful, please? We can make coats here. That could be a good option. We currently cannot make coats, so that is actually a really good option. I'm gonna go with the clothier. We're probably just gonna build that instantly, actually. And that will use fabric for clothing. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's actually really good. And then here we will get specialization bonus clothes. I'm not sure we even have anyone for... No. Okay, that's fine. So this will start getting them clothing, and that should actually make all of our beavers more happy, except for the lizards. Lizards don't like wearing clothing, so that we won't actually see anything. Okay, so opened up a small little farm here. It's really small. So we got a little bit of meat and we got a little bit of greeneries that we can farm. And it's enough that we can place 2 buildings in it, and that's more or less it. And now I'm pushing for this dangerous glade here. we're kind of getting to a point where we shouldn't really push more dangerous glades because they are giving us negative impacts. But still, we kind of need to expand because we're running out of time quickly. We are on 12 impatience and we still have quite a lot left to go here. And we really need a ladder for this. I just realized that you guys are using up all of my leather. So clothes. No, I was on the right. Coats. You guys should not be producing this much. We don't need more than maybe 20 of you. There we go. So what do we have here? We have a butcher. That's good. We might actually need that. We have a fuming machinery. Magical explosion. The core of the machinery is unstable and could explode. And we need clearance water. Guess what I just built? We have this one who produces clearance water. So we have exactly what we need for this. This is so good. So what do we want to do? We probably want to do this. Because we don't need any of this. Accumulated dew, yeah. I think we just do this to try to push up a win. And let's see, I guess you guys can do that. Yeah, it will just take 2 minutes to fix that, so that's fine. And here we need tools again. We don't have tools. This should be fine. We should have what we need for that. And what do we want to do with this? Pack of skewers or provisions? I think we can produce stuff here. Yeah, I think this is worth it. Let's rebuild this one. Why are we continuing to produce clothing? That's what I don't understand. 20. So where are we getting coats from? What do we have? 72. Oh, need for clothing. Yeah, it's just that we have supplied X amount of people with it, right? 74 need for clothing. Yeah. Let's turn you off for a second. Because yeah, we don't have 72. We just have the supplied need for 80. Uh-oh, that didn't really go that's planned. So yeah, this game is a lot harder than I thought, but it's a lot of fun as well. We did still get some rewards, so it's really much like a roguelite. And yeah, so we were on a difficulty multiplier of 1.1 it says here, but I think we were on 1.5. At least when I looked at the hostility, that's what it said. Plus 20 experience, completed deeds, trade goods worth 50 amber. Okay, so we did one of the deeds at least. Those are sort of achievements, more or less. And we got some food supplies and we got a few artifacts. 2 of them. Okay, so back to the world menu. And what does it look like now? Okay, so I guess what we are doing next is just to continue, and it looks like if you fail, you don't actually get a notice for that specific spot. Yeah. Let's see what we can do in the actual town. So we got a few deeds. One deed here, trade stuff, we'll get some experience for that. It gives us closer to level 3. I think we finished 2 of them though, didn't we? It said we had 2 completed. I guess not. I guess not. We have an upgrades. We did get a few upgrades, so we can get this guy now, which means that we can start with some clay stone and also get a improvement to our fire. So we'll unlock that. And that we need level 3 for the next few upgrades that we need. So yeah, I do hope that you have enjoyed this little first look on Against the Storm. I will probably continue playing this. I really enjoy this game for now, and I look forward to see if we can continue forward. This was a fairly long episode. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you want me to split up each of these into separate sections. So we do like 2 episodes per square or something, or if we should stick to 1 episode each. So yeah, we will continue in the next episode. Thank you so very much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like the video if you did enjoy this, and leave me a comment down below. What do you think of the game? Have you seen it before? Are you actually playing it yourself? What can I improve in? If you aren't playing it yourself, tell me why I'm so bad at it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Maybe we can eke out a win at that time. Bye bye, everyone.